Jam on toast!
Ohayou gozaimasu. Welcome everyone to the Jam. Watashi no nama wa Kemari desu. And today the toast is to Full Metal Alchemist. Now this is a movie review for Sourcefed Nerd Anime Club. It's like I'm in high school again. I'm no otaku, and I'm way too fussy about my anime to do this on a regular basis, but let's go ahead with Full Metal Alchemist. Now, if I have this correct, this is the original series, not Brotherhood, which is more literally close to the manga, so theoretically it should be a lot better and able to continue on for much farther. Well, let's focus on the first season. My love it for this has to be anytime someone calls Edward small. It's not necessarily super funny in itself, but it's funny enough and nostalgic enough back in the days of Slayer. I'm telling my age, where Lena Inverse used to get picked on for having small breasts, and then she'd freak out, but the power difference is quite surmountable. My hate it for this is that it made me love an inaccurate series. I'm very upset that it wasn't closer to the manga in the first place, and now I'm having trouble going through Brotherhood because I loved the first one so much. The MVP for this show, if I have to pick a character, is going to be Alphonse. Now, there's characters that are acquired more, and the story could easily continue on without him, but he drives the emotional aspects of the story, and he's a character who literally lost everything except his mind in order to do something he cared about enough to break the laws of physics, or alchemy. But let's move on to the categories. Aesthetics. This show is drawn exceptionally well. The characters are not only memorable, but pleasing, and there's no jarring angles. It's really smooth. It's all toned really well. They use beautiful color palettes. The music's good and appropriate when it needs to be. It really is a fantastic show just to look at, even if you're not paying attention to the words for some reason. Aesthetics gets a 95. Character development. Oh my, I don't know if I can point to a Western series that develops characters like anime does. It seems to be the driving force in a lot of their shows and whatnot. And honestly, this does it really well. We get so much backstory at different points, right when we need it too, from Edward and Alphonse, and most of the other characters. Not to mention, they just have such a wide array of characters. It's amazing they can balance their stories so well. Even all the homunculi, the demon guys, have their own backstory and different aspects of their character that I just want to know more and more and more until my head explodes. Character development gets a 95. Storyline. The story gets a little weird, and telling it out of order always throws me, but they do a really good job of it. They drop it when they need to, and the changes they made to the manga, I think, are pretty much acceptable for the most part. What really drives the story is the characters and all the emotional backing that you get as you learn more and more about the characters. And you can see aspects of the typical hero's journey where they are trying to concentrate on getting their mother back, but then they realize all this other stuff is going on as they search for the Philosopher's Stone, and they have to rise to the occasion. Storyline gets 93. Compulsion. Anime does a great job of jerking you around, making you feel things by how they're animated, and Full Metal Alchemist is no exception. They make you laugh constantly throughout the show, whether or not it seems to really be for a reason or if it's just them being goofy. But it keeps you engaged and it keeps you caring, which is the most important thing when watching a long series like most anime are. Compulsion gets a 93. Now, if we total all that up, that goes to an average of 94. For my rep review, I've got to say this is a show that's just memorable and great, and it'll always stick with me. I haven't watched this in almost a year. I tried to watch Brotherhood since, and I need to get back into that. I recommend this for everybody, all ages, families, and it's actually something I've watched with my friends' kids. Granted, their attention spans aren't the best molded for it, but it was worth a shot trying to get them into it. Well, that's all I got for you today. Watashi wa Kemari desu. Have a nice day.